As of today, there is 1,421 names in the transfer portal. 1,421 names. There are 372 commitments that have been made. There have been 24 players who have withdrawn their names. All right. And of that, here is how the Big Ten. Here's how the Big Ten is. Okay. So Illinois has 2 players in the transfer portal. Indiana has 6. Iowa has 1. Maryland has 1. Michigan has 1. Michigan State has 3. Minnesota has 1. Northwestern has 2. Penn State has 9. Ohio State with 2. Purdue with 7. Rutgers with 3. UCLA with 6. USC with 4. Wisconsin with 6. Now, that's kind of how the Big Ten kind of shakes out when it comes to the transfer portal. But while I just said these random names, I just want to remind you all of the bigger names that are in the transfer portal from the Big Ten. So in Indiana, we got Yarden Garzon, who entered the transfer portal. She committed already to Maryland. For Ohio State, we had Cotie McMahon, who entered the transfer portal. She is going to Ole Miss. That's already confirmed. We do have one withdrawn player, Madison Layden from Purdue. She entered the transfer portal and then she withdrew her name. That is something to note. We have Cotie McMillan, who entered the transfer portal from Rutgers. We're still waiting to see ultimately where Cotie ends up landing. UCLA is a team that lost a couple of players, including both London Jones and Janiah Barker, 2 players who were big time on their program this past season. We saw USC lose 2 of their big time freshmen in Kaylee Heckel and Avery Howe. As we already talked about with Wisconsin, Serah Williams is transferring, and we'll see ultimately where she goes from here. All right, so many transfers, guys, so little time, and you know, this is a thing, right? This is a thing. The transfer portal is here, and so many players are in the transfer portal trying to figure out where they want to go from here. All right, they want to see where they will go. All right. Also, a thing to note is there were some allegations made. There's stuff related to Penn State. Maybe I'll do a separate video about Penn State as to why I actually think all those players are leaving Penn State. I think there's a specific reason as to why they're leaving. All right. Anyway, way, guys. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see if y'all have anything y'all want to chat about. Let's see. Yes. Kentucky Rick says, y'all notice the awesome person of the internet. Yep. Notice the awesome person of the internet shirt Quita is wearing. You can own one too. Yes. QLSapparel.com. Link says, with Cotie being so ball dominant, where would it be a good fit for her? To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not sure, because I think her style of play won't work at these very big competitive schools. Now, I think she can go to, for example, I don't see her going. I could be wrong, but I don't see her going to any of the sort of top teams in the country, right? I don't see her going to a Elite 8 team, but I could see her going to a Wisconsin, to a Penn State, to a team that is in a Power 4 school, but is not crazy good, right? Kyle says, Quita, any rumors where Heckel from USC wants to go? Absolutely love her game. I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't think so. At least I can't remember off the top of my head where she might be going. Let's see. Did I write anything down about that? Let's see. Did I? No. Yeah. I know Avery Howe's going to Washington. I don't know where Heckle is going. At least I haven't. I don't think I've heard anything. And if I have, I didn't write it down. If I did hear something, usually if I hear something, I'll try to write it down. Thank you so much. I care too for the super chat. Says I hope someone informed these kids about what happens if they don't get picked. I think they have, but I think some players are like, you know what? I'm very confident in my game. I'm very confident that I will get picked up by somebody, and then we will have players in the end. We will have players in the end that will not have a team, and they will just sort of fade off into the ether. But that's a risk you take when you head into the transfer portal. That is a risk you take. Believe it's 15. 15 spots. Kyle says, is there a deadline to be selected for portal players? There is not a deadline to be selected. There is a deadline to enter the transfer portal. Now, I had this graph up yesterday. Let me see if I can find it again. Okay, here we go. I found it. Here is the transfer window for when players need to enter the transfer portal. Okay, so for women's basketball players, they have until April the 23rd to enter the transfer portal. Now, after that happens, teams can take their time in adding players, right? They can take their time. So players do not have to be selected by teams by the 23rd. However, players do need to indicate that they do want to transfer by April 23rd to ensure that they can play next season. So if they want to play next season and not have to wait, they do have to indicate by April the 23rd. Okay? All right. But there is, as far as I'm aware, there is no deadline in terms of like teams selecting players. I mean, of course, you have to select them before next year starts, right? Or next season starts. But yeah, they have the summer. Teams have the summer, though. It's not likely we will see a crazy amount of new activity, because for the most part, teams are trying to solidify themselves now so that they can get prepared for summer workouts, right? They're trying to get prepared for summer workouts, and you have to get your team situated before you can really do that and know what you're truly working with, so that way you can develop some plans for players and whatnot. So like the bigger schools, they're gonna have their players, they're gonna have their 15 locked up pretty soon. And it'll be a lot of the smaller schools that will probably be adding players as the summer goes on. Oh, shout out to the awesome person of the internet, Frank. Thank you so much, Frank, for the super chat. Frank says, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let them know that Quita is live in the mornings. Man, salute to you, Frank. You got the whole spiel down pat. I love it. Frank, the mod extraordinaire as well. Thank you. We got Frank and Kentucky Rick in the chat today. Appreciate you. But anyway, guys, that's the conversation. That's the conversation for today. Again, Serah Williams is having a all-out, seemingly good time in Baton Rouge, and LSU is there. Hey, they're going all out to love bomb her, to be like, hey, we love you. The fans love you already. You need to come on down to LSU, okay? Come on down. We're going to see if it works. We are going to see if it works, okay? So I think that's true. Yes, W. Bazile says, yeah, you have to enroll at school before a certain time. Yeah, because it's always a reminder that these are not professional athletes. They actually have to go to school. And so schools actually have rules around admissions. Sometimes I get so caught up in like the basketball of it all that and the schedules around the basketball part that I like forget sometimes about the fact that these are still students. They have class that they need to register for. They need to get admitted into the school that they want to transfer to. Like there are some logistical stuff that is student related that has nothing to do with the athlete part that does need to get done, right? It does need to get done, right? Aisha says, Quita, have you heard of Awa Pham? 6'4" guard for next year's draft, currently 17 years old, overseas. I have not. No, I have not heard of her. I'll look her up though. I'll look her up. I've never heard of that name. I have never heard of that name. Celeste is saying Heckel to UConn was rumored. I mean, do they need another guard? I feel like you need to get your front court together. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that is the stream. Again, guys, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. My name is Quita, and this is Quita in the morning. Because, hey, why not? Why not have a morning show where we could talk about some women's hoops? Again, guys, eventually the look and feel of this stream will be different. Eventually, I'm still working on it. Still working on getting stuff together to like actually make my background look nice, make the sides look nice, and make the whole thing look good. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, improvements are coming to the channel. Improvements are coming. MB Wells says, any news on Audie Crooks? What news? Audie already said she's not entering the transfer portal. So I don't know if that's like the news that you're looking for. But yeah, Audie's not entering the transfer portal. She's saying. Anyway, I thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Guys, y'all have a great day. If you can't have a good one, as Auntie Tab says, don't you dare mess it up for anybody else, okay? This is a great Friday. This is not just a great Friday. This is a good Friday. Happy Good Friday, guys. Go to church tonight if your church has a service tonight, or watch a service online. This is, in terms of the history of the world, one of the most important days, all right? The days that are most important are Christmas, the day Jesus was born, Good Friday, the day Jesus was crucified, Easter, the day Jesus rose from the dead. Those are the most important days of the year, every single year, because those are the most important days of humanity, basically. Y'all have a great day. Have a awesome Good Friday, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning, because that's what we do here. That's what we do here every single morning. Quita in the mornings. No days off. No days off. Guys, I see y'all in the next one. Till next time, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll see y'all soon. Tell somebody about the stream. Also, tell somebody. Post this on Reddit. Post this on Twitter. Post this on different places saying, hey, if you want to know what's going on with women's basketball, check out Quita in the mornings. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.